Hi, Brad Poche here with Berryland Campers. Thank you for visiting us on the web. We're here in July here in Louisiana, and as you can tell, the sun's shining, the skies are blue, and the temperature's hot. But that's okay because the deals are good here also. Wanted to talk today about our Sabre wheel. This has been one of our best-selling fifth wheels this spring and summer, and we've been able to continue on a great sale that we were running. Got some great options, and I want to really go through this unit today and tell you exactly what comes standard on them, some of the options that we have available, and talk about some of the floor plans. I'm standing in front of the two 36-footers. They're actually over 40 foot long. One they call a 360 MB and one they call a 360 QB. Both of these units are on sale at Berryland now for $39.9. And they're going to come with a lot of standard equipment, and that's what I want to talk about because I truly believe this is one of the best values in the market right now. So hang in there with us. It's going to be a little long-winded. I know I say that on these videos a lot, but it seems like if you're interested in it, a lot of people want to know some information. So I'm going to take my time and go through and give you a really detailed walkthrough on the outside of the Sabre. Then we're going to go inside of the mid-bunk floor plan, which is our best-selling floor plan, and really get into in-depth on some of the nuances of the floor plan and some of the features that are standard on the Sabre fifth wheel. So stick around and hang in there with us, and we'll go through some of the exterior features. We're in the front of the 2017 360 MB Sabre, and this is one of our specials. These are on sale now at Berryland Campers for $39.9, and these units are going to come standard with these exterior features that we're talking about now. First thing I want to point out, and this is something that's very important, is the automotive style paint on the front cap. This is not a decal, a stripe, or anything like this. This is actually paint. This black and this black here. We also have an LED light strip up here in the front, as well as LED lights across the front for your driving lights, your marking lights. The reason I really want to point out this automotive paint is because in the last few years, decals fading, front caps fading has been a problem in our industry, and it's something that we've seen a good bit of. Paint doesn't fade, and that's what's nice about this. There is a decal in the front and the center, but even if for some reason that decal were to flake and peel 5-10 years down the road, you're still going to have a good looking fifth wheel because the paint's going to show up and really look nice. Another thing I'll point out on these particular units is that these decals are made by the same company that makes decals for school buses, and they are held to a little higher standard than some of the other decal manufacturers that these manufacturers buy from. So these are upgraded decals as well as the automotive paint up here in the front. As we walk up here in the front of the unit, I'll point out here these JT strong arms. This is a really nice feature because at this price point, this unit doesn't have the auto level up. It has electric jacks in the back, but a lot of customers like to see that auto level up because it gives you a little more stability. Well, this way we use the JT strong arms, and they're integrated into the chassis of the unit, and that's going to make this unit a lot less likely to shake and move around, and it eliminates the need to have a fifth wheel stabilizer, a kingpin stabilizer they call it in the front, that keeps the unit from moving. This is a popular option. A lot of our customers that have this tell me they wouldn't live without it, and a lot of it's been something that has really made stabilizing a unit very inexpensive and easy to maintain and easy to set up and use. Another thing we'll point out here is that the jack pins are up here in the front, so when you're lifting, you can access this pin when you're lifting this jack up to pick it up, take it off the truck. This is a tried-true way of doing the jacks. This is electric jacks up here in the front, and I like it because it's foolproof and it's simple. It's almost impossible. We have a lot of the automatic level up and things like that, and they work good. It's great. We offer in a lot of our units, but at the same time, as with anything mechanical, they fail from time to time. This is almost a foolproof system. It's very simple and easy to fix if it does break, to get it on and off your truck so you're not in a situation where you're in an emergency, you can't get it on your truck or off your truck. This is the access to your storage. As with all your fifth wheels, you have plenty of storage, but what we do with the Sabre is we finished this storage off. It's nice and carpeted here. There's also 3 points of access to this storage area. There's one here in the front, as well as on each side. The compartment doors open up on each side so that you can access this storage. While we're here talking about the storage, I'll also point out these slam latch door latches. That's a really nice feature we've seen on RVs here lately. And this key is not a 751 key, which everybody in the campground has. This is a different key here for your storage. So when you lock this, you may be a little more secure than you're going to find in a lot of the other brands and campers that are out there on the market. You have satellite hookup here in your storage area. You have cable TV hookup. You also have a USB port and a plug. The USB port's important because if you want to plug in your phone and charge your phone outside while you're out underneath here, you can charge your phone. You also have exterior speakers that work off of your radio inside. I didn't point out on this compartment door too, I just noticed when I grabbed this other one, this is a very thick and insulated compartment door. It's hard to see on the camera, but it's a lot thicker than this propane door. And the reason we do that is because we want to insulate this storage compartment for 2 reasons. It'll create an insulated barrier for the coach so it keeps your fifth wheel warmer or cooler in the summer. And it also keeps this area from freezing. Really nice thick compartment doors. And I would compare that with anything in the market. It's the same thickness you're going to find on a lot of our higher end fifth wheels. 2 big propane bottles, 1 on each side. This is the way that I know Wildcat, another brand that we carry, did this for years. They put 1 bottle on this side and 1 bottle on the other. The advantages of that is it's easy to get them in and out and fool with them. If you have a slide tray, if they're located underneath the front, they're hard to deal with. And these things are heavy when they're full. So by having them 1 on each side, they're easy to fool with. It distributes the weight when you're pulling it up and down the road, which is all important. Talking about going up and down the road, I see this little sticker here. This has the correct track suspension alignment system. This is an upgraded suspension on the 2 axles, on the tandem axles that we have. And what it allows you to do is, if this unit ever, one axle gets hits a bump hard and it knocks the axle back, there's an adjustment in this axle so that the camper is going to ride straight down the road perpendicular to the axles. And that's an upgraded feature on the axle that's available. We'll walk over here and I'll point out another feature on this axle. Well, my cameraman's gonna make it through here without killing himself on the camera here. I don't know, Butch, you might even have to walk over here because I want to point that camera out. This little thing here, this is an Equiflex axle. And what that little deal does, your 2 springs are attached to this Equiflex system. And what it allows us to do is isolate any bumps from the actual frame and the chassis of the unit. Rather than just having simple leaf springs, this adds to the suspension and to the ride of the unit, which is important. You're not riding in the unit, but while you're going up and down, all your gear is riding in the unit. So it's very important to have that upgraded suspension. You can notice in the camera shot there that we have aluminum wheels, solid aluminum wheels there. So it's not a hubcap or just a steel wheel, it's an attractive wheel. While we got the camera pointing right here in this direction, I want to point out these aluminum steps. We had our rep here for Sabre yesterday and I couldn't get him timed in with the cameraman here, but I wanted him to do this walkthrough because he did a lot better job and more justice than I do. But one of the things he pointed out on these steps, there's no holes or grates. They're barefoot friendly, he called it, as well as pet friendly. If you got those little holes in these steps, sometimes pets' paws and things, they don't want to jump up and down and get on these steps, whereas these are a solid step. It makes it a lot easier for barefoot kids as well as pets to come in and out. They're also lighter and I think they look a lot better. Very sturdy steps, which is very important. Stay here on the outside. Like I said, I'm going to get a little long-winded today, but I really want to point out a lot of the features with the Sabre product. Something that's very important, I think, is these frameless windows. And you're not going to find a lot of frameless windows at this price point. In other words, if you go up to our Cardinal, of course there's frameless windows on every window. That unit sells for $79.9. This is a $39.9 fifth wheel with frameless windows, and that's something you're not going to find a lot in, like I said, in this price point. The advantages of the frameless window: one, you have no gaskets or molding that can get dingy and dirty, and they really offer a nice sleek look. I think it really brings a lot to the aesthetics of the camper. Talking about aesthetics, we're on a high gloss gel coat. If you compare this gel coat to a lot of the other camper brands that are selling in the $39.9 price point, I think you'll easily see the difference. You can maybe see me, I don't know if you can in the camera shot, your reflection in it, and you don't see any of the hairs in the fiberglass that is very common in a lot of campers that sell in this price point. Like I said, this is on sale for $39.9, and I think you'll be hard pressed to find a camper with this many features at this price in this floor plan. So a lot of features out here on the exterior. We're talking in the door, we're fixing to walk inside. We have the air conditioning on where it's nice and cool, but I do want to point out that this is a 30-inch door. There's a lot of campers out there that have a narrower door. Why is that important? Well, if you're trying to get things in and out, ice chest, a lot of people will take and put their ice chest right here by the door. They're going to take it out and set it here when they get to the campground. You got a narrow door, it's harder to get ice chests in and out. Some people will put bikes. There's a real nice hallway here. They'll stack a bike in here, boom, they get to the campground, they take them out. Well, if you got a narrow door, it's harder to get stuff in and out of it. So once again, when you really compare the features on this Sabre, it really becomes attractive, because I don't think you'll find a fifth wheel with this much value and this many features at this price point, especially in this floor plan, which is absolutely one of our top selling floor plans. I've been calling it a 360 MB. It's a 365 MB, and I'll let everybody correct me on that. I know the sales guys will enjoy correcting me on that. The other one is a 360 QB. This is a 365 MB. The MB stands for mid-bunk, and it's the mid-bunk room, which is so popular in our industry right now. We're going to walk inside and talk about some of the interior features of the Sabre. Hope you enjoyed the information on the outside. Before we walk in, I do want to point out this awning. I'm going to hit the button and let it go out. That way you can kind of see how it works. Also point out that it has the LED lights on the awning. Turn the lights on here. Let's see, patio lights. And this is a Lippert automatic awning here. As you also noticed, the rep pointed out to me today, there's no slide outs underneath this awning. And what that allows us to do is let this awning come out at a slant, which is going to give you more shade and more coverage of the awning so that the sun ain't coming in on you. Some of them will have a slide out underneath the awning, and the awning's got to kind of go out at more of an angle, and what happens is you don't get any shade out there. This awning comes down at a really nice angle to give you a lot of shade in your awning area. But come on in, let me show you the inside of the 365 MB. Welcome to the inside of the 365 MB. As I said outside, this is one of the most popular floor plans in the RV industry right now. And the reason it is because it offers such a great big living area, as well as a bunk room, as well as a nice big master bedroom and bathroom area. We're going to start out here in the kitchen, flip around, show you some of the living room, and then we're going to walk up and show you the two bedrooms. In the kitchen area, some things I want to point out first right here in the island. One, the island, which has been very popular. This is residential hardware for your sink faucet. This faucet actually has brass fittings, not plastic fittings. When you get into some of our less expensive brands of travel trailers, you're going to find little plastic fittings in your sinks and your bathrooms and this. Not in this unit here. This is like I said, a high-end fifth wheel, high-end look on the outside. We're going to carry that over in the inside. Solid surface LG countertops, a stainless steel sink here in the kitchen. And what's really nice, you'll see stainless steel sinks in a lot of fifth wheels out there in the market, But if you usually do, you'll find a plastic cutting board on top. You'll see solid surface countertops, but a lot of times if it's integrated into the sink, it'll be a plastic sink. We don't cut any corners at the Sabres. We use the LG solid surface countertops with a stainless steel sink inlaid into the solid surface with a solid surface cutting board that fits. You won't find that in this price point, guys. I tell you, if you really start shopping and going from camper to camper, you'll see where they cut a lot of the corners. We're here in the kitchen area still. You'll notice we have a very nice pantry area that is lighted with LED lights. We're going to talk about LED lights in the living room, and I challenge customers to count lights. Count the lights when you go into a camper. This unit has a pile of LED lights in it. You're going to have a light here for your range hood. Once again, solid surface countertop here in your oven area. More storage here. Nice big oven. Big size oven. A lot of our campers in this price point will put a smaller oven. Bring a tape measure while you're shopping and measure this oven. Very nice big oven. Also, here next to your refrigerator, you got another pantry area. Slide out wooden drawers. Very nicely done. Gives you plenty of storage. 8 cubic foot refrigerator, gas and electric. We will have the availability of 360 QB next door. Actually has a residential refrigerator in it. That is something that we will have on the lot very shortly in this floor plan also. So that's, you know, if that's something that you can't live without, that residential refrigerator, check in with us, call one of our salesmen, get the lowdown on it, because we do have some coming in the same price point, in the $39.9 price point with the residential refrigerator. Some people like the RV refrigerator. This is gas and electric. This is actually a little more expensive to build with this refrigerator, but what it allows you to do is run your refrigerator on propane, and that's a big deal for a lot of folks. Nice, I don't know, I guess you call this a little bar area here, but what this is going to give you is the ability to maybe put a coffee maker here. Of course, LED lights, I mentioned that earlier. You notice the raised panel cabinetry. And this is something a lot of manufacturers will do to cut corners. You notice the raised panel cabinetry on the uppers here, and that's where a lot of people's eyes catch. But we also put raised panel cabinetry on the bottom cabinet doors here also. Nice solid hardwood cabinet fronts, just like you'd put in a residential home. While we're looking down here, I want to point out that this is a wood plank linoleum floor, and there's no carpet as we go up to the front bedroom. There's no carpet into the bedroom for the children. There is a little bit on the slide out here, but when we flip around and talk about the living area, I'll point out that there's no carpet back there either. That's something a lot of our customers have asked for over the years. They want to see as little carpet as possible because you're at a campground, you're outside, you're having fun. That'll kind of cover the kitchen. I'm going to put the camera on hold and we're going to flip around and show you some of the living room features. And basically what we've done is flipped around. I'm kind of in the living area, living room, kitchen area, but I will tell you, for a unit that has 2 full bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, bathroom, this is a very big living area, and that's why I think this has been one of our absolute best-selling floor plans. We're kind of in the, like I said, the living room area. One thing I do want to point out is the theater seating. This is some of the nicest furniture. I mean, this furniture, you could easily put it in a high-end motorhome that we sell, and it would be in place, definitely not look out of place. But theater seating, you got your little storage here, cup holders. They do recline. Really nice, comfortable, big, wide seating, which is important for a lot of people. I know my 16-year-old son, we had a theater seating in our house, and I think he slept in that as much as he sleeps in his bed. Point this out here. Notice I'm in a slide room. This is in the slide room. We're in the side of a slide room, and we have a window here that opens and closes. So that's important. A lot of people put a window in the slide room, but it won't open and close. It'll be a picture window. Well, this is nice if you're in a area where it's cool. You're camping in the fall, you're camping in the spring. The weather's nice outside where you get a nice breeze going. So you can open these windows and let the unit air out. Also, this is a day-night shade. You pull this down here, and you know, so nobody can see in, you can still see out. It'll knock some of the light out. Then you close this, then it completely blacks everything out. So you do have the day-night shades, very important feature. A lot of brands will have just one shade instead of the two shades, and that's something that you probably won't see in a camper at this price point. Once again, I'll repeat it, this unit is $39,900. This is a 42-foot fifth wheel equipped with 2 air conditions that are ducted, leather furniture, high-end stuff at a great price point. Also point out this sofa. This is the longest, widest sofa in the industry. This is about as big a sofa as you can put. You notice it's got 3 cushions, 1, 2, 3. This opens into a full height of bed, not an air mattress. Makes into a full-size bed. A full-grown adult can sit down here and lay down on this sofa and watch TV. Very, very comfortable. Once again, something you're going to find in the upper end price point stuff at a great value here in this Sabre. We do put the fireplace here in. A lot of people like the fireplace because it does offer heat. It offers electric heat as well as the ambiance. But more importantly, it serves a function. The heater in all the campers are propane heaters. And a lot of times here in southern Louisiana, you don't want to burn propane. You don't want to have to fool with filling propane tanks. But it's not cold, you know, it's not cold enough where you need to, it's not 2 below 0 where you need a big heater blowing, but it's 50 degrees and you want to knock the chill off the air. You can turn the heat on this fireplace and it'll keep this camper warm on a cool day. So important feature, it's functional as well as it looks good. Jensen brand name radio and TV, 48-inch TV. Jensen is important because the Jensen TVs and radios are designed for RVs. They're designed for different climates, to be in cold weather, hot weather, as well as the movement that we have up and down the road. Nice big TV, and it is on a swivel, so you can take this out. It slides over. If you're laying on that couch, you want to watch it. You're in the kitchen area, you want to swivel it and watch it. Then you push it back for the road. Of course, you have your LED light here. We talked about LED lights earlier. You just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on the ceiling in the living area. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 under cabinets. Count the lights. Also doesn't count these lights here, which are LED, hanging over your kitchen area. That's important, guys. It's very important, and it's something that when you're shopping in the middle of a sunny day in the summertime, you're not going to notice, but when you get in a campground and it's dark, it becomes very important. So count the lights when you're shopping for your RV. That's a way that you get more value for your money. We're going to walk around. I want to show you the kids' bedroom, and then we're going to get up into the master bedroom and point out some features up in the master bedroom. I'm walking into the kids' bedroom here, and although this is a small space, we are in a camper, there's enough room for me to film this area as I'm walking in. So we got 2 of us in here. You could put at least 4 or 5 kids. And, you know, it's a very comfortable space, a lot of room in here. Point out the area here for cable TV, also a USB so you can charge your iPhones, and a plug here so, you know, you can put your video games and whatnot. There's also a lot of closet space. There's a big wardrobe here. And 3 nice deep drawers. Another neat thing about this particular unit, you'll see a lot of this mid-bunk floor plan with a loft. And we have some loft floor plans available, so if you need to sleep more people, we certainly have that option for you. But without the loft, it really gives this room a nice big feel. You don't feel like you're in a closet. And I also want to point out the 2 air-conditioned vents, as well as we talked about LED lights earlier. The air-conditioned vents are important because we've had some brands that have come in. I've had customers come in, none of the brands that we sell here, but some of our competitors' brands that they bought and then not been satisfied with, that don't even have vents in this room. Well, that might work in Minnesota, but in Louisiana, it just ain't going to cut the mustard. You got to have airflow in here, otherwise you're doggone have your kids suffocate. It's an important feature, and it also makes this room, you know, I have a lot of people who want a mother-in-law suite, a place they can bring more adults. it doesn't feel like you're in a closet in here, and I feel like that's an important feature to bring up. Do have a little bunk bed in here so you can sleep some people in this area. There's a couch on the bottom. They offer a few different options as far as that goes. Another USB area here so you can plug in. There's 2 different places to charge iPhones. These aren't expensive to put in. I'm glad they put these features in because a lot of people have iPhones. You start sleeping 10 people, you got 10 iPhones that are all going to need to be charged and a place to plug in. So we have lots of lights, lots of plug-ins, and I feel like that's a very important thing for our customers. We're going to flip around and walk up and show you the master bedroom and master bath, and we'll kind of wrap things up. We're still in the 365 MB, and this is our $39.9 special. Guys, this has been one of our absolute best-selling floor plans this year, and it's such a value. My job at Berryland is to deal with the manufacturers, and every year I buy about 1,000 campers, and I try to make the best buy for you, my customers, because I know that it'll sell better. I think this is absolutely one of the best values we've had on our lot in 5 years. It's a lot of fifth wheel for the money. You notice in the hall area here, if we come into the entry door, just to kind of give you a picture of how the camper works, this is a real neat area. I know a lot of people sit outside having that big door, store some things in this camper. You don't have any slide or obstructions in this area here. So if you wanted to stack 3 ice chests here, if you wanted to stack a bunch of bikes that would fit in here, it's a big enough area to hold some stuff, and it's not obstructed by slides, so it really kind of makes a neat area. As you come up the steps, you'll notice a handrail here. We find a lot of our customers find this important. We mentioned earlier there's no carpet. There's a little piece of remnant there that they throw from the factory. We use as a entry door rug. You know, we certainly would like you to get a little something nicer when you get it and bring it home. But there's no carpet there. There's floor all the way up here into the bathroom area. So you hit floor, 2 wood steps, more floor into the bathroom. LED lights throughout. You get this. I'm looking at a picture of this big old rung of LED lights, which is impressive. Once again, count your lights whenever you're shopping. Come on in up here. We're going to stop the camera for a minute and show you the master bedroom, and then give you a shot of the master bathroom. Then we're going to head into the master bedroom and talk about some of the features in the bedroom. Well, guys, if you've hung in with me this long on this walkthrough, I know you're interested in a fifth wheel and the mid-bunk floor plan. So thank you for sticking around and really make it a point to come out here and look at this in person, because this is, as I said before, one of our best values. We're in the bathroom. I'm standing in the shower right now, and I wanted to stand in here because I wanted to point out how much room. And that's something important in the RV industry, is how much room do you have in the shower. But I want to point out one specific thing about this shower. From here all the way down to the bottom, there's no seams. This is a one-piece fiberglass shower, and you don't start to see this kind of shower until you get into our Cardinals, into our high-end motorhomes. This is not something you're going to find in and not to say anything bad about these products, but a Cherokee travel trailer or a Puma travel trailer that we sell at in the lower 20 price point. So this is something you're going to find in high-end campers, and this is something that's standard in in the Sabre fifth wheel here. Nice shower, nice glass door. There's a seat here in the shower, so I know a lot of ladies shave their legs and things like that. Nice place to sit down and do that. We also have a porcelain foot flush potty, Dometic. Also have a nice towel linen closet here in your bathroom. That's an important feature. A lot of brands will not put a closet in the bathroom area. I'm going to flip around here and show you, this is a stainless steel sink in your bathroom. A lot of brands will put a plastic sink. That's a stainless steel sink. Nice size medicine cabinet, plenty of room, as well as a cabinet here underneath your sink. So lots of room, lots of functionality into the bathroom. I'm going to slip out of the bathroom now. We're going to head up into the master bedroom and show you the big king bed. All right, we're in the final stop on our tour of the 365 MB, and this is in the master bedroom. I guess we're saving the best for last. If you're the person buying one, this is probably where you're going to be sleeping, and we'll let the kids and everybody else have that second bedroom. I want to point out some features that separates the Sabre from a lot of the competition in the $39.9 price range. One of the biggest things is the fact that the bedroom slides out. You'll see a lot of fifth wheels in this price point that will have a closet slide, and the bed will be, it'll run what we call north-south instead of east-west, perpendicular to the camera. What that allows us to do is have a nice big closet up here in the front, which is an important feature. You notice how deep this closet goes with the shelves in it. It also allows us to provide a space up here for a washer dryer, a combo washer dryer. Slide these little doors here. They got little travel latches on them. But the combo washer dryer prep is up here in the front. It would stay right here to the side. You can vent it out of the side here. You will notice that we have lights up here also. It also allows us, by having this bed slide out, the ability to put a king bed here. And that's important for a lot of our customers. A lot of people sleep in a king bed at home, and they want to have the same ability to sleep in a king bed when they're in a camper. There's a lot of people out there that use these campers to live in on jobs and work out of. So they're spending an extended amount of time, and you want to have the comforts that you're going to have at home. You're also going to have a nice upgraded foam mattress. Very important. Of course, it's king because we have a king bed. Another big difference I like to point out, because this is something in the price point that we're at $39,900 that some campers will have, but some won't. This unit has a ducted air conditioner up here in the front. The difference between a ducted and a drop-in is the fact that the drop-in is going to have controls up here on the air conditioner, and the fan will constantly run. This unit has a thermostat on the wall, and when it hits a certain temperature, the fan cuts off just like it would in your home. Now you can turn the fan on where the fan runs constantly if you like to hear the noise of the fan, but this is a lot quieter and it distributes the air better. It gives you a better cool. Now, a lot of people say, well, a non-ducted air conditioner is going to put more cold air here. Well, you have that same benefit here. We can open up this duct here and it'll drop all the cold air from this air conditioner right here into this bedroom. So if you like it cold in here, you open this duct, bam, you can have all the cold air you can stand. Not, you close it. These ducts are ducted throughout the back. So if you blow this, if you turn this front air conditioner on here and you turn the back air conditioner off, it'll blow air all the way to the back. Right now we're only on 30 amp, so we're running 1 AC. This air conditioner's off. I can open this, and I'm feeling cold airflow that's coming from that back air conditioner. So this is the same system you're going to find in a lot of the higher end stuff. Once again, a lot of value at this price point for $39,900. We're going to have over 10 of these. We have over 10 of these in stock right now. We're in mid-July. We have more coming. Once again, it's one of our absolute best sellers. So take the short drive. We're on I-12, exit 42. You can find one of these units at our Holden location, which is exit 29, Berryland Campers in Holden. It's one of our specials. We'll have it until we sell out, and we have a lot on the ground. So come on out and take a look and take advantage of this great value in a mid-bunk fifth wheel.